Middlesbrough Football Club, or as people would say at the minute, Michael Carrick FC, have had a massive surge in the last month or so. So this is my video on could Middlesbrough make it from the Championship to the Premier League, and if so, this is how. If you want to see more videos like this, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Enjoy. So Michael Carrick has been at Middlesbrough for 2 years now, playing 104 games, won half of them being 52, drawn 17 and lost 35. That is only, well, that's including all the games, but this season it's just including league games. They've won 8 out of 16, so they've won half again. They've drawn 3 and lost 5. Yet again this season it was a slow start for Michael Carrick's side. However, there wasn't a slow start on how they played, it was just a slow start on getting results. But now, in the last 3 games, it seems to be paying off, with the likes of Latte and Finazaz finally hitting form. Tell you what, these could be a real threat this season. You just need to be careful, because Michael Carrick's men don't look like it's stopping anytime soon, and they could be for a real push of top 6 this season, possibly top 2. Let me know in the comments, what do you think? Where do you think Middlesbrough are going to finish? But let's get more into the stats and depth of it. So Middlesbrough currently stand in 5th place of the Championship, just below Sunderland, Sheffield United, Burnley and Leeds, who, let's be honest, are all supposed to be up there. But since they've hit form, they've now reached into the playoffs, and this was the team they fielded against Oxford United. Senny Dieng goal, George Emerson, who's on loan from Ipswich, Matthew Clark, Luke Ayling, Anthony Dijksteel, Aidan Morris, Hayden Hackney, Ben Doak, Finazaz, Delano Bergsog, and Emmanuel Latte. Now, I think this was actually the team sheet for Luton game. However, as you can see, that's a very strong Championship squad. I mean, that midfield is incredible. But if you do look at the Oxford game, they had the likes of Dan Barlaser and Johnny Howson, who haven't had a lot of minutes this season. However, they still performed incredibly. So what is Michael Carrick doing that is making these players play like this? So as you can see from my amazing drawing skills, this is how Middlesbrough tend to line up. However, in game, it tends to go to a 3 at the back, with the left back bombing forward, but that tends to be Neto Borges, not Luke Ayling. However, it gets the left back up, then Matt Clark kind of goes into the left back / left centre back situation. Then George Emerson covers in the middle, and then Luke Ayling or Anthony Dijksteel stays on the right. So then you've got 3 covers. Aidan Morris fits in at the central defensive part, and Hackney gets a bit more of a free roam and can go through and basically get the passes through to Finazaz, who will ultimately play Delano, Latte, or Doak through. Doak runs straight down the line, and he'll try and get the balls into the box. However, the likes of Bergsog and Azaz, they'll try and get the passes in. Bergsog's not going to tend to beat anyone for pace like Doak, although Bergsog is fast, and Latte, obviously being Latte, he's just a whippet, and he goes everywhere and anywhere, and he will find the goals somehow. For such a small player, he is solid. And when I say solid, I mean the fact that he can jump higher than Harry Suter, and we've seen it happen before, and he's 6'6". He's just a very all-rounded good striker. However, he just struggles to start the season off, but now it looks like he's found his shooting boots, and now it looks like nothing can stop him. The likes of Middlesbrough this season, though, is their depth. They've got such a good depth in their squad. I mean, you've got Latte starting, but you can play Tommy Conway uh, if Latte gets injured, who's already got 6 goals to his name this season. That's incredible. Imagine your second striker scoring 6 goals in 16 games. That's really promising for Middlesbrough. You've also got the likes of Riley McGree, Dan Barlaser, Johnny Howson, Bangura, Marcus Force. I mean, the list goes on, really. Their squad is full of depth. Now, moving away from their squad, this is how their overall performances have been this season. And apart from Leeds United, they're second place. They're ahead of the league leaders. That just shows you how well they've played this season. And the fact that the likes of the relegated sides aren't doing that well this season. And this is a really good chance for Michael Carrick's side to push on But the issue is for Michael Carrick's side is consistency. And how are they going to change consistency this season? What is different from the last 2 seasons that will be different from this season? Now, I'll tell you. First of all, their goals scored 29 in 16 games and 15 in the last 3 games. I mean, that is incredible. For a side that couldn't hit the back of the net last season, that is something. So goals aren't hard to come by for this Middlesbrough side, but there's much more that also will make sure Middlesbrough get to the Premier League this season. Now, definitely something they want to improve on for this season is goals conceded. They've conceded 19 in 16 games, which isn't great. However, it's not bad. But they do want to be the likes of Burnley, Leeds, and Sheffield United, not conceding too many, but still scoring. So once they've got that sorted, they will be fine. But to be fair, if you're scoring 6 goals a game, it doesn't really matter how many goals you concede because you're just going to outscore them anyways. Now, the real reason isn't just because of this man here. It's because of these people here. The issue was last season is it was a rebuild season. They got rid of so many players, the likes of Akpom Archer, Stefan Giles, and they brought in 14 players, so it was going to take time for them to get used to everyone. Now, this season, they have bought, but they've bought to add depth. They have not changed the whole squad around again this season. I mean, in this photo here, you've got Doak, Morris, and Edmondson and Bergzog, who weren't in the team last season. But the rest of the team hasn't changed, and a lot of players are just either injured or depth. But the team morale is excellent this season, and you can see that by the way they're playing. They're probably the best team to watch this season, and that's not even me being biased. Like they just are. They're incredible. I mean, Dieng didn't even play against Oxford. The Sol Bryn made his debut. I mean, 24-year-old had an outstanding game. But this is why I'm talking about this. If you want to get promoted to the Premier League, you have to have togetherness, you have to be scoring goals, and you just have to be overall clicking. And I do believe that Middlesbrough could do it this year. Last year it didn't look as promising, but the year before that it looked like they could, and it just looks exactly like that year, but better with better depth. Now, let me know in the comments what you think. For Middlesbrough, where do you think they'll finish? I think Michael Carrick's done an incredible job, and it just took time. But fans seem to forget that, and I've been at fault for that many a times. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Please let me know in the comments what team you would like me to do next, and it could be a promotion side, it could be a relegation side, it could be just a squad build side, and what you want. What do you think I'll try and rebuild the squad and what I think could improve the squad. Now, this is my first type of video like this, so please leave suggestions in the comments. I'm always looking to improve these type of videos, but I hope you have enjoyed the first type, and I'm sure they'll get better as they go on. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Up the Borough.